Okay, welcome to brand new Take Aim podcast. And this episode, we were live streaming last night out at the Beyond The Ears Pro Shop in Oxford, Michigan. We sat down with the owner of the Beyond The Ears, Craig Schneider, and we actually got a visit from Mike Collins from Prime Archery, Prime, G5, the Grace family. Mike's one of the employees, sales reps there. He goes over the new Prime Synergy Hybrid, and a bunch of other products that Prime/G5 is offering. So a gear show more or less, and we cover some of the products in, Craig's shop as well at Beyond the Ears. Very high end, great stuff, very nice pro shop. So if you guys get a chance, you're in that area, make sure you stop in Beyond the Ears. Tell them Take Aim, top 10% sent you, and enjoy the show. There's a few spots where guys, basically us being in the pro shop, kind of talked away from the microphone. So in the case that it gets a little bit quiet, just turn up the volume, and we'll see you guys next week. All right, guys, we're live. We'll wait a few seconds, get everybody on.
I don't have it. Oh, there we are. There it is.
Damn it, this thing is reverted back to the one to go to auto focus.
Don't do that autofocus. What do you got going on here?
Slow internet is what it says. That's what's wrong.
What's up, Jordan? What's up, Jay? What's up, Austin?
So anyways, guys, see?
Are you messing up? Just set that thing down. What's up, Outlaw? What's happening, Corey? He's cutting me out.
I would love to.
What's up,
all right.
Scotty, Brandon? We apologize for being late. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. I was just waiting for Craig to come back.
Go ahead, I'm going to disconnect some of my stuff off the internet.
All right, hey guys, we're at Beyond the Ears. We got Mike Collins from Prime, Craig from Beyond the Ears, Craig Schneider over there hiding. We're in his shop.
Craig's playing IT, so he's
And look right
Trying
here.
to help us out because we need all the help we can
What is
get.
this right here in front of us?
Those are our broadheads. Craig was nice enough to put a little spread together for us here with the
live in studio,
the
Beyond the
yeah.
Ears.
live
Those
in
are
studio.
the what? The new.
Brand new dead meat broadheads.
From G5.
Yep.
So let's talk about those while you're here, Mike. Or start the show that way.
The design behind the broadhead was, everybody wants that fixed blade, or excuse me, not the fixed blade, but the field point.
Field point accuracy.
Type accuracy.
Yeah.
So we did really well with the T3 and even the Havoc, but there's a lot of people that the general thought was if we can make a mechanical that's more user-friendly, more intuitive, then we've really got something.
What's up, Rick?
They do fly like field points. So
You guys actually call it ballistic tip, right? On this one?
ballistically matched tip comes in the package. The idea behind that is we're able to
Here it is.
yeah.
So everybody can see it.
4% wind drift, crosswind and head-on wind is what this matches exactly to that field point, or excuse me, the broadhead itself.
That's
and you're
amazing.
not going to get that out of a standard field point.
No.
So
That's
the bows
amazing.
can do a lot, the arrows can do a lot, the broadheads can do a lot, but to get those two, the broadheads and the field points, to hit at the exact same spot at any distance from 0 to however far you're shooting, it can be tough. And
I know,
there's some deviation there.
We don't kind of talk about it as much being whitetail hunters. But like I have a good buddy that lives in Utah. They shoot mule deer
Oh, yeah.
legitly at 80 yards sometimes and
Oh,
100. And he was telling me, not just this broadhead, but he was explaining to me the thought process kind of before you guys came out, that the thinner this point is, just like you said, cuts down that drag on those long distance shots. So it makes a world of difference if you're going to shoot a bow past 50 yards. I mean, it makes a world of difference.
Midwest, you're hard pressed to shoot. I mean, most guys don't even have an option to shoot past.
No, we don't
30
at
or
all.
40.
So we don't think about it. But
out west is a different story. And
Tonight, Craig was gracious enough to donate a pack. Every Thursday night, we give some away, and Craig's been a part of that.
he's
probably,
from the
4
IT
times?
department.
I'm the IT department.
But
hopefully
he's back,
hopefully the
and
internet's
he also donates
faster.
broadheads, which is really awesome. So thanks,
Yeah.
Craig.
So I've been playing around with the field tips. I'm going to shoot the dead meats this year, and I can tell you there is definitely a difference in just shooting that field tip on the arrow at a target. It's a noticeable difference from standard field tip to to what that is. And when you start playing with the different field tips and going from the different shapes and sizes that are available, they all fly differently. So if you have arrows with different field tips on them, they're going to fly differently than one arrow to the next. So having the ability to really match your field tip to the broadhead at distance, and we practice quite a bit at distance just to make the tighter shots easier. Having that accuracy and just having the confidence in the field. My property where I hunt, where Scott did a lot of work on this last year, some of the setups, there's opportunity for 60, 70, 80-yard shots on deer out there right now. So having the confidence that I know my broadhead is going to fly the same as the field tips I'm using is invaluable right now.
Now, does that work kind of similar to the previous broadhead, basically with the clips, so no O-rings? It's that spider clip. Is that correct?
It's totally different.
Totally different.
So when we say trying to make it intuitive and easy for the people, we've got this. We call it the snap lock retention system. So we actually did. We took away from some kids' toys in many ways, like a ball and socket joint.
Okay.
Is essentially what this is. So even on the Havoc, it's a metal ring with a rubber piece over top of it, and they press fit together. The T3s had the spider clip with little nodes that would bend. Some people love them, some people hate them.
Right.
But there was really no middle ground. This one kind of covers all of that in that it's a plastic molded piece, slides onto the ferrule of the broadhead, and then you can physically feel and hear a pop when you put that blade in there because the ball is falling into that socket. So it's super, super easy. We were playing with them this morning, even at the office.
So once you feel and hear that pop, basically, it's secure. It's
exactly.
legit.
Yep.
It's not going nowhere.
On many others with the rubber bands and all that, people love them, and they're set into the different. There's cutouts so the rubber band falls into the ferrule.
Right.
And then you've got these little kind of claws that are supposed to bite in, but that rubber can move. The rubber can dry rot.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff. And with this, the big thing was trying to make it simple and user friendly, without question.
The collars are reusable too, right?
Yeah. You can get up to 6 legitimate uses out of those collars before you need to replace them. They come with replacements in the package as well. But
so what are we looking at as far as 100 grain, 125? What kind of cutting diameter?
100 grain, 125, 100 grain deep 6, crossbow certified as well. So speeds in excess of 400 feet a second. A lot of guys are wanting that here in the Midwest, Michigan, especially too, with the crossbow stuff. 1 1/8 cutting diameter all the way around, 3 blades. And actually, the owner of the company, when we were playing with him this morning, he diced himself pretty good.
Lou did?
These are Matt.
Matt did.
Matt cut himself pretty good this morning. These are significantly sharper than even the T3s. So,
what size blade thickness is it offhand?
We got a
33
from Rennie for hooking his bow up.
Oh,
it's Prime bow.
It was fun today. Spot hog.
I had to break it in. A lot of our Remy.
Remy, sorry.
That's my dog's name. No, it's Rennie, but it's Remy. Because my dog's name is Remy.
So your dog and his name's not actually the same name?
We have brought, we just enjoy this equipment so much. The Prime bows, we love them so much. And we've preached about them on here. We've probably had, how many people we've sent up to you? At least 5?
Yeah, probably 5 people to get bows set up, tuned, old primes, new, purchasing new primes, but just getting them set up the right way and tuned.
Well, now's the season. I mean, it's been, I know you said when I first walked in, everybody's been going crazy trying to get ready, whether it's last-minute trail camera stuff or getting their bows tuned up.
Yeah, yesterday we did.
Season of hope.
Yesterday we restrung 6 bows
I'm
yesterday.
happy for the season of hope.
The Labor Day Madness is around the corner.
It was 6 bows yesterday, and we got another 4 with strings on order. So it's just every day, it's getting busier and busier and busier on the bow tunes and strings.
Gonna get crazier.
Yep. And the great thing with Prime, free strings every 2 years. So
That's
the only
awesome.
bow company out there that does it, and it's 452X string, which is the best string material on the market you can get. So you're getting a $200 set of strings every 2 years.
2 years, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Nobody else offers that. So
You guys got any questions on Prime bows? Now's the time. You got two of the best sitting right here now.
Yes.
Not me and Brandon. Brandon might jump in and put his 2 cents in, but he's already broke his bow twice.
I'm a bad dude.
It's hard on the equipment.
Yeah.
So we're open to any questions.
I want to give Craig a chance just to let everybody know where we're at. Beyond the Ears, your shop. Where are we located?
Yeah, we're in downtown Oxford, which is at the north end of Lapeer County, or north end of Oakland County, south end of Lapeer County, right on M24. So Palace of Auburn Hills, we're about 15 minutes straight north on M24.
That's it. So
Damon says fastest bows. Do they make the bow with a 32-inch draw?
No, 31 is as much as we got right now, unfortunately.
what's their fastest bow?
Scotty Goodwin, you're not 32 inches. You're not.
Damon, I think the hybrid's 338.
Yeah.
Right.
338. Call it 340. That's going to be your fastest IBO rating bow that we've got. So 6-inch brace height.
35
inch axle, 35
axle.
and a quarter inch axle to axle. But that is appropriately named the hybrid. That's the dual bow. Guys use it for all kinds of hunting, all kinds of target shooting.
It's a bad bow.
Yeah.
If I wasn't so tall, I'd shoot a bigger axle like that.
32-inch draw, right?
Know Brandon,
That's right.
Brandon, when
I like that.
When I shoot a 160, he's going to take a picture and make it look like a Boone and Crockett.
Absolutely.
I shoot a Boone and Crockett and make it look like a 140, and he shoots a
40
one.
might be generous.
Yeah, it might have been.
Might have
I
been.
messed up a few pictures. I see a picture of his buck. I'm like, holy boy, how big is that buck? Oh, 150.
According to Michigan commemorative bucks, your buck.
Oh yeah.
Spring-
No. We ain't going there.
All right.
Yeah, so to give you guys an idea on the speed, so my Synergy, I'm shooting the regular one, which is the 33-inch axle to axle, 28.5-inch draw, 65-pound limbs, with the 350 grain arrow. I'm at 310 feet per second. So it's a fast bow for my specs. For me to get a bow over 300 feet per second has been a challenge over the years. In the Prime, it was straight out of the box, just shooting darts. So super flat, super fast, quiet. Probably the easiest handling bow I've shot in years.
It's not about speed either, right?
No.
No, it's not. But
Got to practice, got to hit them where it counts. But
Handling. That's what got us. Went to the ATA show. Actually, Kyle was hanging out with Lou, and
that's trouble.
it was trouble because they was playing with bows, and he did the Synergy hybrid and it did the thing right there.
20-second challenge.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, held the bow forever. He was sold on the bow. He had to have one.
Yeah, we've totally reconfigured that bow in comparison to what we've done in the past. We've always used different kind of metal with the engineering background and having the connections in the metal field. So it's an 82X alloy as opposed to a 7075 that we were using previously, and a lot of 6000 series.
yeah, which a lot of bow companies still
Yeah.
use that.
A lot are still using that. Some are using them on cams and so forth because it is a very strong, very rigid piece of metal. But depending on your application, it may or may not kind of suit your needs. So with this metal, we're getting a better strength to weight ratio. So one of the cool things we can do too at the end of the day is we can put more material in the riser of the bow, yet maintain the same weight. So comparison wise, like if we were to cut that same riser out of a 70-75, that bow would easily weigh a third of a pound more.
No kidding.
And nobody wants to haul,
Right.
Everybody wants light, fast.
Shave the ounces.
Yeah, as even here in the Midwest, the guys out west, they really want light stuff.
Right.
But still nobody wants to, walk to their tree stand or their blind hauling a big old lunk of metal with them. So
No.
this takes care of that, but still gives them every bit of the strength and rigidity and so forth that they need, or that they had even in the other model bows. Centroid, shift, stuff like
Brandon Booker wants to know, will Prime be at Woods and Water?
that. We will be there, Brandon. We'll have all kinds of bows. We'll have the broadhead showed off. So everybody.
We're doing a live
Everybody
feed
will be
with
there.
Kowski from.
Tim will be
Water.
up there. Chuck, say hello to Chuck. We call him Chuck. We'll be stopping by.
Another-
Everybody come to the Woods and Water show. Come see us. Craig's gonna be there. I'm
Not going to be there.
You're not gonna be there.
We are not going to have a booth this year.
Why?
Spectator this year.
I am
Well, he'll be there. He's
spectating.
gonna be
I'll be
hanging
there.
out
I'm spectating.
You're gonna be hanging out with top
Yes.
10%.
Yes.
So we're gonna be selling mineral there. Lots of it.
We'll be there.
Prime's gonna be there. Come get your bows, guys.
So, Mike, can you talk a little bit about just the changes in the riser this year with the swerve and just some of the
center technology.
And
so those are called the Synergy family, Synergy series. We've got the flagship Synergy, the Air, and then the hybrid. It's called Synergy based on the centered energy. So we've moved the grip position up on the bow 1 3/4 inches. So the physical center of the bow is the pivot point of the bow where your hand would meet the bow. Typically, the physical center point of the bow has been the burger button hole. The reason being is there's even level nock travel across the board. But what that does is that makes a different, there's different amounts of weight and riser and metal above and below that grip. And, believe it or not, all parts of this bow move during the shot cycle. It's just a matter of how much and whether or not they move efficiently and together. And what we found is that in previous model bows, the top and bottom weren't working together. They weren't jiving, they weren't in sync and talking. By moving the grip up, we've changed those characteristics as well, but we've been able to kind of counterbalance that, kind of no pun intended, really, but by adding the swerve. So if you were to look at the bow head on, you kind of look like it's got two, sight or riser shelf cutouts on there. And what that's done is it's structurally been able to allow the top and bottom portions of the bow to be identical to one another. So you are getting consistent shot, consistent whatever little bit of movement there is, it's going to be the exact same from top to bottom of the bow. So other companies have tried this in the past. We've actually built a bow a couple of years ago like this, but we just slapped regular cams on it. It held beautifully. With all that weight below the handle, it's kind of like holding a hammer. You hold it up, hammer head up,
right,
and it's real top heavy. Your forearms start burning a little bit or whatever. You dip it down. You don't change the hammer any. You just change how you hold it. The weight's below, so it just sits there. No problem. Easy money. So by doing that, we also changed where the knocking point was on the string. That's where you'll notice, if you kind of look at our broadside, we got quite a bit of string below the knocking point and not a whole lot on top. So to do that and to still maintain that flat level knock travel, the top and bottom cams are different sizes. We've taken that into account, done all the geometry, and that's where Nate and Scott in the back room, we just leave them alone and let them do their thing. And they've pumped this out. So
Michigan made,
Memphis, Michigan.
Everything's made there.
All of it.
Everything.
Well,
crazy.
Give us a little background of the story, Prime G5.
Man,
just a quick one. I know I just laid a big story out there for you to
throw out there. We have enough time for this?
Yeah, we got time. Network. This is free.
Perfect. Now, so like I said, kind of a little bit before, the company at its core has been a metalworking engineering company. We've done all kinds of stuff. We built parts for, IBM back before credit cards were all digital. Slide days. We still build, even to this day, medical parts. We make a lot of gun parts for other people as well on our Grace Metals engineering side of things. But having the metal background, having the history and the development of metal, started working with other people. We were OEMing a lot of those parts for them. And
for like other bow manufacturers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were building pockets and cams and, just helping people source broadhead blades and the whole 9 yards. And then the Montec really kind of kicked things off for us, even before a lot of the OEMing. So
that was already like 16, 17 years ago.
Yeah, it's been
Montec,
been
right?
north of 15 years.
Right.
I don't remember exactly, but Montec started as a MIMmed piece, metal injection molding, and we were able to kind of not perfect, but refine that process for what we were trying to do with it. Then Nate and Lou go to the ATA show, start talking about it to everybody, and then that's when there are a lot of the requests for, hey, can you cut these parts for us? Can you build these parts for us? And it's just snowballed ever since. We've been getting busier and busier.
Every year?
Yeah. We now have the Prime, the Quest, and the G5, 3 different brands on the archery, the sporting side of things. 2 different buildings. One of them's full of just all of our machines and prototyping and building and all that. The other one's our final packaging and assembly. And we've been right there in Memphis the whole time. We've kind of bounced around the block a little bit, but we've been there since, I think it's the 60s.
Keeping local business going there in Memphis.
Yep. Definitely proud to be a Michigan company.
for those that don't know as well, you guys are the only bow company, basically, I call it the side-by-side cams, but, you know,
parallel cam system.
Yeah.
Only ones using that. There's a lot of the, your cam and a half, your binaries, solos, etc.
Which you have the best of that world in here in a binary cam, basically.
At its core, even though these are different sizes, these are a binary cam system. So all you have to do tuning-wise, and Craig can attest to that, you just match up top and bottom and where they need to be.
I didn't tell you the tuning on the Prime bow is the easiest bow to tune that we see in and out here. It's your timing is, we've worked on Prime bows that are 4, 5, 6 years old that have been shot a lot, and there's usually very little work to be done on the cams and the timing. They hold together so well, and just coming from the factory when we get the bow, the timing on them is perfect every time. Just the care that they take in getting the bow out the right way, so it makes it easier for us on the retail end to get it set up for people, is second to none. I mean, it's virtually, if I have to put a quarter twist into a bow, that's about it. And that's usually the big work comes, when you get someone that wants custom strings on their bow right away, then we have to do a little bit more work on it. But straight out, I've been to the facility, I've seen it, blown away that they make pretty much, if it's metal on the bow, they make it there for the most part. I mean, it's they're cutting all their holes. They're the billet of aluminum, watching it get cut. The limbs, it's basically a billet that they cut. They're doing everything there themselves. So what we like about it is just the level of control that Prime has in their product from start to finish. You don't get that out of a lot of other companies. So it's like an auto company almost, where the auto companies used to build and manufacture, but now they outsource. Where Prime is holding true to the building and manufacturing piece, and really doing everything and controlling everything that they do, right there in Memphis. So it's just a product that, when we went to the ATA show, there were 6 of us there, and we said, all right, we're gonna start doing bows. We shot everybody's bow, and at the end of the show, we get together and say, okay, rank them, top to bottom. And hands down, the Synergy was the favorite bow out of 6 guys that went and shot. We've shot everything from Bear, Obsession, Bowtex. One of the guys was a former Bowtex staff member that he'll never shoot another bow after shooting the Synergy. It was just hands down top bow, and being made in Michigan and being part of this state was made things even easier for us.
Yeah, that's why we're so passionate. Every week we talk about our Prime equipment. Every time we talk to someone, I talk about my Prime bow. Used to shoot Bowtech. It's increased as a hunter that wants to go out for the best buck possible. Top 10%, that's what we're going after. Since we've upgraded to these, it's been a no-brainer. And my Ion, I love it. Still love that bow.
One of my favorites still.
And we just
the Ion's amazing.
We're passionate about it because it will increase your opportunity to kill that mature buck. And you have the right equipment, tuned, the right equipment, and it's Michigan made. We got 1 million hunters in Michigan. They feed families in Michigan.
We're right here.
They employ people in Michigan. I think it's really important to put your money right back into where you live, where your tax dollars are spent. And this is a company that stands behind the products from the broadhead to the bow.
Yeah, we've been around for quite a few years. Don't have any plans to go anywhere else. That's for sure.
Oh, awesome bows. Probably the most, at the back wall bow for holding position, pin on target that I've ever felt, ever. And I'm one of the guys. I go to ATA, I shoot every bow, every top end bow, anyways. And I've never pulled a bow back like a Prime and been able to hold on target like a Prime, which is pretty awesome. And if you're a whitetail hunter, you're always moving, always having to follow deer, that's huge. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely huge. So
The 80% let off is amazing.
Well, and I mean,
feels more like 90.
Shooting a bow, really,
does.
I mean, at any level, regardless of the bow or what you're doing, shooting a bow really is a pretty intimate experience.
Yep.
I mean, not to, you go shoot a crossbow or a gun, and realistically, if anybody here were to sight one in at 100 yards, you know, most of us could pick it up and still put the crosshairs there and bang it. With the bow, you know, draw length, weight, arrows, peep sight, all that kind of jazz, it's unique to you. And the cam system that you mentioned and the let off, that's something that we tried to not change, but allow for options for different styles of shooting.
Dane would like a cost breakdown on the hybrid end. Looking for cost.
So the hybrids are $1098 for the hybrids. Is what actually any of the Synergy, any of the line. So whether it's the 33 axle, the hybrid, or the Air, they all retail out at the same price.
All different kinds of camos. We've got the First Light Fusion in front of us, gray in front of us, Sitka. We've got the Open Country.
And elevated
too.
We've got Realtree Extra and then black as well.
And that's Recon Gray. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Recon Gray.
Mm-hmm. And there's no upcharge for camo.
No. Camo, flat color, they're all the same for us.
And the way they bake on the camo finish or really any of the finishes, unique process.
It's a color fusion process. You saw it when it came out.
Doesn't scratch.
No, you literally have to like sandblast these bows in order to get the finish off of them. So I know a lot of people, they use different kinds of scent, killer spray or bug spray, something like that. It'll eat away at like a dipped finish.
Right.
So it's pretty much a sock that goes on the raw metal of the riser, and we bake it into the riser itself. So it's a super, super, super durable process.
We got people with phones dying. Sounds like Jay Flint.
So
phone dying. Well, we got
everybody does that, but that's kind of funny.
We got business to tend to.
Oh, we do. We got
this
week's winner is hold on.
Wait for it.
Mr. Crow, and I forgot his first name.
Oh, you're terrible.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll find it.
And we want to thank Max for the great giveaway. And you guys are going to love our giveaway. Hint, hint. Come see Craig, Beyond the Ears in Oxford. Come and see him. It's just a fantastic shop, and you get the barbershop feel when you come here. Craig takes care of his personal, and you'll want to come back and see him. He's got a great family, and a heart of gold. He will make sure you come out of here satisfied. I promise you that. Sells everything you
Charles
can eat for
Crow,
honey.
I'm sorry.
Charles Crow.
Charles.
Thank you, Charles, for the support. And we're the only place you're going to get a giveaway every Thursday. I mean, we're out there hitting streets, getting sponsors and talking. And, it's all for one thing. Big bucks, man. Talk about big bucks. Hit us up. It's what we do.
Make you better hunters, better gear, and
Brandon says top 10% needs to start selling phone batteries.
He ain't lying.
It's the running joke.
It's the running joke. Every time we get on,
somebody
will
Let me just bring a charger, will you?
Facebook us live and say, phone's dying.
Phone's dying.
I'm out.
Plug it in.
Shut up, and you've been talking too long. But hey, we're having a good time here. I mean, we drove 2 hours through the rain.
It didn't rain here. It's beautiful.
Didn't rain here. It's been great all day.
That's ridiculous. We should have took 96.
I'm not even kidding, man. It was like straight downpour. Like,
you know
when you're on the last speed,
Where's the pizza at?
Speed on the wipers,
we'll
they won't go
witches
faster.
Next door. We'll feed you. Don't worry.
I mean, the fat guy's hungry, man.
Gotta eat.
Guys gotta eat.
Gotta eat. But we want to thank Craig for hosting this.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Absolutely,
Awesome.
and just so everybody knows, Craig, let everybody know. I know you said location-wise, but what you offer in the shop as far as technical service and as far as your gear.
Yeah, so we're what I'd say is unique to the Midwest. We're a small specialty shop. We're in Oxford, like I said, but we have probably the largest inventory of First Light and Sitka in the state of Michigan. So we're all about lightweight technical hunting gear, layering systems. So we've got everything, any broadheads that you need, clothing, base layers. We can fully outfit you clothing-wise, gear-wise. And then bows, obviously we carry the Prime Quest bows, and then we have full archery shop services. So really anything you need done on a bow we can handle. Our only limitations come on parts. You know, if it's a manufacturer that we don't deal with, that we don't have parts access to, we're going to let you know. And you know, we try to always do a little bit extra on the bows for people. You know, like Scott said, there's a lot of pride that goes into putting these bows together for people, tuning them, repairing them, fixing them, setting them up, doing everything we do. So we want to make sure it's done right the first time. If it's not, you just bring it back. You know, there's no questions asked. So you know, we want to make sure, you know, we're all hunters, so we're going to set your bow up primarily for hunting. You know, we're not really target guys, so that's not our space. Kind of for well, that's Mark. That's Mike's. Mike is a hunter and a target guy. So, but
shoot 'em all.
You know, just you know, if you're looking for specialty target stuff, you know, that's not what we do. You know, traditional stuff, not really what we do. But you know, spot hogs, trophy ridge. You know, we have what we feel is not only the best clothing on the market for not only the Midwest but out west, but we feel like we've spent a lot of time and energy and effort getting the right archery accessories in here, the right bows, the right sights, the right rests,
the right mineral,
the right mineral. Everything in the shop is either used by me or the guys that are on my pro staff. So you know, we don't like to sell stuff that we don't personally use and have a lot of conviction and belief around. And we're going to give you the personal service around, you know, what's really the right gear, what you need. We're not going to get you into stuff that you don't need. We're going to try and get you in and out of here with the right stuff. Try to fit your budget as good as we can, and take care of you.
Damon, you want one of the hats? Come get a Prime bow and see Craig, and he'll throw in a hat.
I don't. That one is sweet.
He's got sweet hats.
He does.
I got good
legitly.
hats.
Yeah.
Good hats.
I wear that one all the time.
And I want to thank Mike taking the time. He's getting ready to go out of town, right?
Headed out for a family vacation tomorrow.
Family vacation. He should be at home getting all stuff, but he came here to talk.
Hopefully you're packed.
Not even close.
Talk about the fantastic Prime bows and help out top 10% and put the word out.
No, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys hosting and stopping, because this is something I can't explain, all the stuff that you explained, and it's just simply the best bow. It really is. You guys upgrade your bows.
Super shootable bow. And can't beat having a company here in our home state with all these crazy cult-like deer hunters, which is pretty awesome.
Cody Walker just joined, so we got to talk a few more minutes. Cody just smashed a bunch of gators down in Florida. He had
What's up, Cody?
something we got to get down there and do as a group.
Have you done it?
No, we're trying to put it together. Yeah.
You're missing out. It's awesome. I
Cody
smashed one a
is
couple years ago.
this guy. Cody does. He just puts these guys on hogs and gators. It's something that Cody, we're going to put together and bring you a crew of guys down
I'll
there.
do it. I'm in.
Do it.
Michigan all over it again. Michigan Storm down in Florida. Pretty sweet.
They just had a Michigan show there, Simply Outdoors. Cody had them on seven hogs in one day.
7 hogs and 7 gators in one day.
No, I think it was 3 days.
Yeah.
But they killed 7 gators, 7 hogs.
That's crazy.
Keep up the good work, Cody.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Don't shoot them all, because I do want to come down, shoot one, make some gator boots, look fancy.
Gotta tell a
It's gonna be a
story
great time.
with Cody though. Cody,
Alligator's awesome.
I heard alligator's really good.
Awesome.
Remember Cody calls me up and says, "Man, you gotta get down there. I got 3 13-foot gators. 3 13-foot gators. I need you to get down here. I need one of you guys to come kill one of these gators." Before I could even get on the phone to call Cody,
He's a fishing outfitter. Right?
13-foot gators, 3 are hanging from a high-low in a Facebook
Right,
post.
Cody?
I'm
In
like,
your
what
defense, you're
is this?
efficient.
That's good.
He don't answer the phone for me because he knows he just killed all of them.
Boys working. 13 foot is huge.
That's a great
Huge
gator.
gators.
Huge.
That's big.
Huge.
I actually classify that as dinosaur.
Yeah.
They were dinosaurs.
Oh, they look like it.
I don't know what you want to call them, but
They're
But
fun. Man.
it's something everybody
That's awesome.
hit up Cody. Cody's got it going on.
I got my charger.
Kyle says super sweet on his bow. Super sweet setup.
Yep.
Thanks you. Kyle's our my son.
Yep, we set Kyle up with a Fast Eddie, Spout Hog, QAD. Bow's fast, real fast.
You guys, if you missed the episode, you guys got to catch the episode. He kills a red stag 67 yards. Then part 2's coming where another stag gets it down in New Zealand. Havoc.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, we already spoiled it with
We
pictures.
Spoiled it
yeah.
with pictures last year.
We've been spoiled
We'll
with
have to
pictures.
show you the Havoc, the picture of the stag running. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's crazy.
I think so. There's been
It's
a couple
awesome.
that have been smashed with the Havoc that are bleeding pretty good. So.
But G5outdoors.com, is that right?
Yep. G5outdoors.com. You can head to Quest or Prime with any of the links on those page.
Beyond the Ears.
Beyond the Ears.
Facebook,
Instagram, and probably next week we'll be announcing the launch of our online store. So
that's awesome.
anything in the store will be free shipping on everything. Prime bows, can't sell them online, sorry. Quest, not a problem. But pretty much everything in the store will be available online for those of you that aren't close. We do stuff over the phone too, so.
Cuddy Bag Link, I ordered.
Cuddy Link, yep.
They were sitting on my porch.
Blammo.
Day and a half. It's like you had FedEx ship it.
But if you're in the area,
FedEx,
highly
that's why.
recommend just stop in, see Greg. Awesome store. It's great to have a small business pro shop. Literally, you come in here, Orion coolers, Sitka gear, Cryptic gear, First Light. I mean, you can't beat a
Top
pro.
100% mineral.
Yep, Manage Hunt Harvest Mineral, which may, just
Same
my
thing.
opinion, the greatest mineral ever. But stop and grab it, and that's it.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you guys.
All right, we'll
see you guys next week.
Thursday. Over and
We're out.